gaming podcast. This is a weekly podcast where four longtime friends sit around and talk to shit about gaming, live streaming, movies, television, and whatever else interests them along the way. I am Wesley. I am one of your hosts, and as always, I am joined by TJ, Pascal,
Hello.
and Zach.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
You ready to do this shit tonight, guys?
I'm ready to
There's
do
a
some
story about some shit.
Uh-oh. We got a story. All right, so we're going to kick it off with TJ then. He's going to tell us what he's been playing, what he's been watching, what he's been doing this last week. Give everybody an update, and we'll go around the table. We'll go clockwise. We'll go Sasquatch Nugget.
That's me.
TJ. We'll go Zach.
Yeah.
Go Pascal, and then I'll round it out. So
Round
yeah,
it out.
go for it.
I'm a pretty round fellow.
I'm rounder.
So, what did we do this week? I think I
That's
played
what you're supposed to
with
tell us.
the spider in some PUBG.
Also
and-
known as Zach.
I'll have you know that Zach.
We're never going to get that down.
It's okay.
No, it's hard.
We've
It's
had
too
so
hard.
many years.
Yeah.
Years of calling each other by. I mean,
You guys are
cheated,
literally
Wes,
in
but-
my phone as either Blood Thrasher or Westman. Pascal, you're just Pascal.
Not
But-
P42C4L.
Thanks.
I haven't had enough multiplayer gaming.
no
with
no
you.
lead speak.
Yeah. So we played some PUBG. Unfortunately, that's about all I played, and it wasn't a lot of it. I was having a crappy night. Zach was on fire. He was killing everybody. Anything that moved. Let's see. I think we went in with 100. I dropped about. I was the fourth person killed in the beginning of the match, and he went on to take second place. So, if that tells you anything.
I mostly ran like a chicken. I ran from a lot of fights. It was
Strategic chicken running.
Worked.
But that's all I played. I didn't play very much of anything. I actually got some stuff set up. I'm excited to let you guys know that I have moved some stuff around. I got the hard drive cleared on the Xbox S and am ready to hook up the Xbox X and the PS4, and I'm waiting for another piece to come in so I can run them to start streaming again.
Yeah.
So the triumphant return may happen whenever Amazon sends me my piece.
Leave it
What
when I
piece are you
see it.
waiting for?
Yeah. I ordered a 4K splitter. So 4K goes in and then it splits 4K to the 4K monitor, which I really like, but it downgrades 4K to 1080 out of the other output. So I don't have to worry about the Elgato doing it.
So let's talk about your 4K monitor.
Yeah.
What kind is it?
We don't know yet.
Oh, you don't have one.
These are things.
This
that
is
we
what
have
we're
to-
waiting on. I'm just saying, this is what we're waiting on. Is for you're waiting
Right.
for all this shit to come in so you can stream in 4K, and you haven't even gotten the monitor yet. And that's
Oh,
so
yeah,
you can
no,
stream in
there's no
4K.
point in having
but
the monitor until I get everything together to plug it into.
just go,
See, you
man.
gotta go.
Just go.
Oh, I'm going to go to Best Buy and buy me a monitor.
I just mean, just do it. Just play. Just stream.
No,
Quit waiting on
no,
all this
no.
shit and just do it.
Right.
So that's all the gaming. Now I did watch 2 movies. OMG, did I enjoy my movies? So the first movie we watched on this is like Sunday. We watched Avengers Infinity War. Really good. I enjoyed the crap out of it. They
No
had
spoilers.
plenty of laughing. This will be the spoiler-free version. So there was I just enjoy when the comics actually stay comical. So I like a serious comic, but I also like where they keep just that. Is it comedic relief? Is that what you would say there? I like that just little bit of pokes here and there. So Avengers did it for me. I had went into it thinking that I was going to bawl my eyes out the whole movie from everything that I'd seen without seeing spoilers. But from what I see, I did get sad on a few things, but I think there's some good going to come from it. I think good things are going to happen later on. I could be wrong, but there has to be an Infinity War 2, right? Like the war keeps going on. I'm not big. Yeah,
it is
so-
infinity. I mean,
It's
Yeah.
infinite.
Well, you know, I think good things are coming. So if you haven't seen it, if you didn't see it in theaters, like I slacked and didn't, I think you really missed out. I think it was a good theater movie. I also think you should buy it. I'm giving it a 9 nugs out of 10.
9.
9.
That's a lot of nugs.
That's you gotta store up some nugs to get up to 9. You gotta keep me. Let me tell you this. Let me put this to you this way. If you dudes out there have a lady and she's not into comics, or you ladies out there have some dudes that ain't into comics, and you all sit down together and watch this movie, I can tell you with Hot Gamer Chick, when we see a movie, if she is absolutely just, if it's not taking her, she's out. She will fall asleep. 15 minutes in, 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in. Avengers Infinity War was like, what, 2.5 hours long? I think about 2.5 hours. Awake the whole time. She didn't fall asleep. It's a good movie.
It's a long movie, man.
Yeah, you guys need to get out there and see it. Don't wait for commercials. Pick it up, watch it, rent it. It's awesome. The other one was Deadpool 2. And for those of you
universe this weekend.
Yeah, this was the Marvel Universe. It's called How Sasquatch Got His Fire Stick Back. We had to purchase a new Fire Stick, so
really,
now
what
we're
happened?
watching some movies. Oh, I left the remote up at the beach when we went to the beach a couple weeks ago.
Oh my god.
And then you think that you'd be able to just borrow somebody else's remote, but it doesn't work. Isn't that crazy? Like I could pick up a Samsung
remotes, man.
Oh, maybe that's what I should have done.
Called the side click, I think. I
Ah.
think we sell them at work.
Well, I probably didn't pair it. I was a little upset. So
where'd you get your Fire Stick?
We got it from Meyer. There was a pretty good sale.
I thought you didn't have any more. We've had this conversation.
Dude, we have like thousands of them. I tell you, we have thousands of them every week, and you go
every week. We don't talk about this every week.
Yes,
Last few times I've asked,
oh my god, it, and I never see Wes.
Wes, it's coming out now.
But if there is, Wes, I'll say this: if there is a remote that you can buy, like a side, would you say a side click?
Side
kick?
I'm gonna
side
look it up
click.
now.
If it's cheaper than a Fire Stick, you are more than welcome to my Fire Stick. My older one. It's the 2nd gen, so I got the 3rd gen now. Supposed to have more processing power instead of a dual core. It's a quad core.
Zach, I need verification on this.
I'm looking it up.
But anyways, back to Deadpool 2. I digress. Deadpool 2 was fucking amazing. I loved it, dude. It was awesome. It was funny. Ryan Reynolds does a great job. And you could poke fun at they throw anything in there. They don't care. There are so many references over the years to stuff you've probably looked at, seen, or watched. I mean, Bambi, Lion King. Oh god, I could go on forever, but I don't want to bore you with it. There's just so many things that they touch reference to in like different shows, and I love the point where they pull away from the movie. Almost reminds me of like The Office, when somebody would get a good zinger in there and they're like, then they turn and look at the camera and smile like, this is supposed to be a TV show, but we also know there's a camera here filming us making the TV show. Deadpool does that. It's like they're always poking fun of the directors throughout the movie. If somebody has like a poor line, he'll just be like, insert sloppy writing here, or we must have not paid that guy enough money here.
All that breaking the third wall stuff is really what gets me into that movie.
Yes, it is. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm putting it right up there with Avengers. Marvel is doing a great job. And I'm going to give it also 9 nugs out of 10.
I'm going to get you a Flickster account, man. We're going to get you set up. Rate all this stuff on your phone so you remember everything. It'll show you everything as you rate it, so keep track of what you're rating at what.
Track. Flickster, I'm on it.
What is Flickster?
Yeah, it's an app for your Android and iPhones. It lets you rate movies. You can write reviews. It'll give you recommendations.
Does it have little feather quills so I can add stuff to it, unlike what I can't do in our podcast room to put ideas of what we should talk about?
I'm not sure. I haven't used it on an iPhone.
Gotcha.
only on Android. And Wes, you can use your smartphone as a remote for an Amazon Fire TV.
Yeah, there you go.
All you have to do is be connected to the same network.
Sweetie beady.
Now you're getting a free 2nd-gen Fire Stick, and what else was free? Oh, the Disney Wii Infinity thing for your son. Remember, I still got to give you that thing too.
Super sweet.
So,
all right.
Other than that,
Christmas in August.
Yeah,
I prefer July.
Presents everywhere,
but it's not July.
Yeah, no, you should wait till next year.
All right, so we got.
I'll hold on to it.
Double 9 nuggets tonight.
Double 9s. This was the week for movies. Like, I don't think I could ever go back. Oh, I want to call you Blood Thrasher, but your name's Zach.
I haven't been Blood Thrasher in a long time.
I do. My brain just it goes wherever it wants.
I have been.
That's when we Blood Thrasher goes back to when we played Rainbow Six like original and banned the was the 45,
yes,
so you couldn't shoot me.
It was
in the
not
face
the
anymore.
original Rainbow Six. I'm just saying.
Rainbow Six Vegas.
Rainbow Six Vegas. Yeah.
I don't want the PC people getting all pissed off and be like, Rainbow Six came out in 1996 on the PC.
Played some of that.
I did.
Man,
it was awesome.
That thing is.
It was awesome at the time.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's not awesome.
Extremely punishing too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was a hardcore game.
I don't know anything about that. PC back then, they had those things.
Oh yeah.
But my just quick one, I forgot. I almost got out of there without talking about it. But I did watch Castle Rock first episode.
Yeah,
I am into it. So I started watching it again a little bit ago, right before I had to come here and hang out with you guys, and just want to make sure I didn't miss anything because they throw a lot at you in that first episode, and I felt like I was missing stuff.
You're missing things, and you won't get the answers to what those things mean until later.
Oh, okay, so I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, don't worry about if you're confused and don't understand what's going on. I'm pretty sure it's intentional, because I would say, what episode is it up to? Five now, and 6 comes out tomorrow. Just starting to have some things come together in episode 5.
Okay.
I think episode 6 we might actually have an understanding of maybe what's going on.
Gotcha. Yeah, because there's some stuff that really drug me in, like in the very beginning. I mean, they just suck you right in the first 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. I'm hooked after the first 5 minutes, but there's one point where I got scared to death because I thought I was playing Subnautica. Because of all the sounds I was hearing, I was like, "Oh god!"
Speaking of Subnautica, coming out with a Subnautica 2, I think, or it could be just like a giant add-on.
Oh, it has to be an add-on, right? Because when I look at when I'm playing it, it says preview.
That's the problem.
Are they going to be the PUBG of the ocean?
I have no idea. I heard some people talking about it.
You don't know something I heard some people talk about. The new Black Ops possibly not having a hardcore mode.
What?
Yeah. Guy at work was talking about it. He's a huge Call of Duty guy. He plays on PC, but he only plays hardcore. And he was talking to some of his friends who said one of the developers came out and was like, Call of Duty mode is Call of Duty, or hardcore mode in Call of Duty is for pussies.
Wow.
Wow.
I was just about to say, Pascal, you could chime in at any point, but
that poor
Pascal's connection to the fatherland has not been very well the last 2 weeks. We're going to get a satellite reposition.
Right? Let's call in some favors. But yeah, I thought you guys might be interested in hearing that. I didn't confirm it or anything. I was lazy about it, but
back
from outer space. But
can you hear us?
For my week, that's about all I've had. That's all I did. A little itty bitty gaming. Hopefully next week you're going to hear some more gaming stories from other games than PUBG. We'll see.
Alrighty. What about you, Zach?
Pretty much on the same boat. I've been kind of boring. Obviously, I played some PUBG with Nugget and had a night where I was on, and the following day I was hot garbage. So pretty much par for the course in PUBG. Played more Warhammer, continuing on in my campaign. Had the Tides of Chaos showed up. and they keep sending waves and waves of these chaos-infused creatures after me. And I started a war with the Empire, just gonna corrupt the world of man. Pretty excited about that. Man, I really didn't do a whole lot else. I had a pretty busy weekend, running around at some birthday parties, running errands, all that kind of stuff. So I didn't have a whole lot of time to sit down and play. Watched Castle Rock, obviously. That's about all I got going for me. Dabbling in Ghosted. Have you guys heard of that? Airs on NBC or CBS, one of the two.
Oh, it's a show.
Yeah, it's a show. Might actually be Fox.
I was truly worried about you for a second. I thought people were like calling ghosts and sending them to your house while you're streaming, and I thought you got ghosted.
No, that's your thing, man.
Yeah. Fuck that door back there.
Great. It's got Daryl from The Office and Adam Scott from Parks and Rec in it. And it's about them joining this secret FBI bureau where they investigate spooky claims. Kind of just a funny version of X-Files. They play off each other really well. It's fun to watch. I don't think I have. I'm really failing this week. I have a movie that I'm looking forward to coming out soon that I think I should talk about.
Okay.
A new Nicolas Cage movie called
My face just gets
so red.
You are
Engage
red.
Santa mode.
it's the lighting in the background.
Christmas in August.
New Nicolas Cage movie called Mandy. Nicolas Cage and his wife live in this small town, kind of peaceful people, and then this crazy cult comes and captures his wife, and that pisses Nick Cage off. So he goes on a crazy drug-induced killing spree to get his wife back.
Sounds like a Nicolas Cage movie.
Sounds like a Nicolas Cage movie. However, it's currently sitting at a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Get the fuck here.
What?
98%. It's by a director who's only done one other movie, I believe.
That's intriguing because I've really lost all hope for Nicolas Cage for a while now.
What happened to Nicolas Cage? Did he get on heroin or something?
He went crazy and then started doing whatever movie came his way because he spent all of his goddamn money on suits of armor and shit.
Oh man, that reminds me of an old boss I had.
It's like the original Johnny Depp.
Yeah. DieByTheSword.com, where I could buy armor and swords for the rest of my life.
Who fuck did that?
Cold Steel.
Can I put names out here?
I don't know.
We'll just say his name was Mark.
Okay. I got you. What about Cold Steel? Is that the name of it?
No, there's a website where you can buy stuff, though. It's called coldsteel.com, and some of their videos are kick-ass because they're just chopping through dead pigs and shit with these giant claymores.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to link some of those things because they're hilarious. Like I guess one of the CEOs or something is just this. I don't know. He's a portly fella, and he like hacks through this side of pork in just one swing, and then just like pops the claymore up in two hands, just like check this thing out. Just cut through a pig. It's just the look on his face, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, they have a Viking sword that I want to buy, but I mean it's expensive, and I really have no use for a sword. Go figure.
Pigs beware.
Pigs beware.
Bacon, bitch.
Yeah.
So what was the name of this Nicolas Cage movie?
Mandy.
Mandy. I gotta get my
on
pen and
September
pipe.
14th to a theater near you.
A theater?
Yeah, pretty sure it's a theater release.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Check out the trailer because it looks pretty freaking trippy.
National Treasure 4.
Interesting. Yeah.
Are you gonna pop it up on the stream?
No.
Okay.
Not right now. Okay, yeah.
I'm just curious on how that went last week. Were you able to do any kind of editing on our podcast and get Red Dead in there?
No, I edited the out and just kept our reaction once it started.
Oh, gotcha.
This is from June
There was a release
27th.
trailer, I think. Yeah. It's just a picture, the screenshot's a bloodied Nicolas Cage face.
Go down. Duplicate tab.
It's time to get technical in here. Whew.
Under the crimson, primordial sky, the wretched
This is a different trailer.
reached into the dark embrace. His fist closed.
Oh
around
boy,
the
it's red.
serpent's eye. Strange and eternal.
I need you to get me that girl I saw. You know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're a special one, Mandy. I, too, am a special one. Let us be so very special together.
Gives the performance of a lifetime, Nicolas Cage.
I'm going hunting.
Oh shit.
It's crazy evil. You think you're so in love? I'll
Mm-hmm.
show you love. Oh man, they wronged you.
It's like Mad Max meets The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah, it's got some of the scenery on the outside that looks a little bit like the newest Blade Runner. Like it's just kind of open and ethereal, and I don't know. I'm excited for this thing.
This looks interesting.
It looks cult classic-y.
Yes.
Like, I think this is gonna.
That has got to be the
a-
biggest fucking chainsaw I've ever seen in my life. I'm just saying. All right. Wow. I guess glad that since I didn't sync anything up, I started watching on your own, because otherwise I just threw it up there and went. Let's see. That looked pretty good. The black dude that was wearing the army jacket or whatever. No, he was wearing green. That's the dude. I'm pretty sure he's old as fuck now. That's the dude from Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger, like back in the 80s, where he fights him in the hotel, and Chong's daughter, Tommy Chong's daughter, was in there, Ray Dawn Chong, and she's like, "Oh, these guys eat." That's her fucking name, dude. These guys eat too much red meat, and they're like beating the shit out of each other. And the black dude's like, "Fuck you, asshole!" And he punches, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Arnold Schwarzenegger blocks it. He's like, "Fuck you, asshole!" It's like the best fucking scene in the movie, but I'm pretty sure that's that black guy.
Oh man, speaking of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, I'm just gonna keep taking this stuff over. Have you guys ever watched any Arnold movies with Arnold on commentary?
No.
All right. If you want to have a decent night, have a couple drinks, sit down with something like Total Recall.
He is a funny guy.
Or Conan the Barbarian, and flip on your commentary with the director and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you're in for a good time.
I bet he talks about his dick a lot.
A little bit. There's a little bit of that. There's a lot of telling you what's about to happen in the movie before it happens. Which is one of my favorite things. Like the scene in Conan where he punches the camel in the face. It comes up, that scene's coming up, and Arnold goes, "This is the part where I punch the camel in the face." And then wham, camel gets punched in the face. Just a lot of stuff like that. The director,
I bet he's drunk as shit.
Oh, he has to be.
Okay.
The director in that one really likes talking about Valkyries. You hear him talk about, she looks like a Valkyrie, over and over again.
No.
I don't know. Make a good night with that.
A
Sounds
little
good.
lotion.
Pascal, are you there?
Yep, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, he's on his phone now.
Yeah. Sorry about that to listeners. I hope that is still acceptable in some way.
It just goes back to my theory that you moved back to Germany. It's okay.
Germany has good internet though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Especially upload rate is ridiculous. Like 20 up or something, 30 up.
Well, you sound
Not
like
just like 5. or
you sound like
7.
a guest caller on the hotline. So, what
That's
do we got? What'd you play this week?
I played almost like not a lot of games, to be honest. I played a little bit Sea of Thieves, checked the new content update out. It was, 5 minutes fun, and I was like, oh, it's the same shit. And then I played a little bit No Man's Sky, but not too much. A bunch of FIFA and Pro Evolution Soccer. Tried the new demo, which I love, and I'm now will do that what I wanted to do all the time. I will switch into Pro Evolution Soccer instead of FIFA this year.
Oh my God! Don't tell a
supporting
Madden fan that.
Ultimate Team.
What content were they
EA
supposed to be adding? Sorry to interrupt you. What were they supposed to be adding to Sea of Thieves? What came out for that?
No, I'm just saying because like the content they add is just nothing that piques my interest. It's the same. It's more of the same. Now they added AI ships in a way, but it's like skeleton ships. They are pretty difficult, and I get what they're trying to do, but I don't know. It's the same. It's more of the same. I guarantee you, like in 2 years from now, it might be decent, but right now it's just okay. It's a nice tech demo.
Gotcha.
That's just my opinion about it. It's just not enough to keep me playing, and the grind is just so much. And then people defending it. I'm like, what is the progression? Well, the progression is you get better and more skilled, and
I want
you
to
know, you get
talk
more
about that.
cosmetics. I'm like, that's not progression in my eyes. Progression is not that you get more skilled. Progression, I don't know. It's just
Step into a Slim Jim.
I don't.
Yeah.
I like it. It didn't pique my interest anymore. I had fun playing with you guys, but now if you pick it up, like you kill a megalodon, for example, right? A new enemy that they put in, you don't get any money for it. You kill the kraken, well, you don't get money for it. You don't get any rewards for doing so, other than I think if you do a quest and you get like a ship thingy, like a little like head in front of your ship that you can like a bulkhead, whatever it's called. It's just not. I don't know, man. I don't know why people. I mean, people get so defensive about that game when I'm just asking all the questions. And I'm like, God damn, like, I'm just, I thought it would be more, like more diverse content, not just here do the same mission. You either kill skeletons, you find a treasure, or you find a bottle with more like kill captains, skeleton captains, and they're all like different bullet sponges, and rinse and repeat until level 50, only to do the same thing. Then you get a hideout where you can hang out, and then you have the same thing, just a little bit more difficult. I'm like, where's the fun in that? I just don't get it. So, but yeah, that's about Sea of Thieves, and then I played, like I said, Pro Evolution Soccer.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure Wes had a question back there.
Yeah.
Oh yes, go. What was in the
Take a deep breath and hold on. So when we're talking about Sea of Thieves and the skeleton crews, I know you guys know Lizzo. I was talking to him. They have he gave me the impression that when I was talking to him about the game, because he still plays it a lot, that there are only certain times of day that you can do certain quests now.
I don't know about that, but I'm pretty sure if he said it, it's true.
What's up, Mr. Secluded In? How you doing? Well, thanks for the insight, buddy.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that.
He said he only played it for a few minutes.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, like I played it for like 10, 15 minutes, and I got, no, this is stupid. This is the same shit, so I just stopped.
No time of day, specific days.
They did, however, add a 3-man ship. It was kind of like a mix between a galleon and a sloop. which I think is nice. But
I swear to God, they had
know.
that in the very beginning at one point. I remember there being a 3-man ship, and me and Wes argued about it. He's like, no, there wasn't. But I remember there was a 3-man that was just a little bigger than a sloop and smaller than the galleon.
Yeah, sounds about right. But anyways, it's, I don't know, Wes, I didn't dive into it too much to give you like a complete honest answer, but you know, if
Just
you
lie.
hear that and you know, like, yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Continue.
Now everybody hates Pascal.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, but other than that, man, like, played a little Battlefield again. Planning on picking up more. Get some unlocks. That's Road to Battlefield again. Like I said, I want to get some skins and unlocks for different guns, just for fun. The cosmetic items, I guess, for
the new Battlefield or for Battlefield 1?
Yeah. You get like specific like customizations, you know, for like getting like 30,000 points, which is like 2 matches or 3 matches, and then you can use that customization in BF5, like, you know, like an MP28 or something, like a different skin for that looks more like Battlefield 1 kind of themed, you know, pretty cool. So, and you also unlock a shit ton of like skins and customization stuff for the like rare stuff for the Battlefield 1. So it's like a little event they have now until the new one comes out.
I like that.
Other than that, though, guys, like, I honestly, man, I didn't play a lot of video games. Like, to be fair, like, I really want to play No Man's Sky with you all, but like, Wes knows that, like, I play a game and I stop it. I play a different game. Like, I cannot really commit to games anymore. I'm more like a social player. Like, I really like to play with you guys, Call of Duty or Battlefield, because we all play the same game and then I enjoy it more. I'm just not the, you know, I played this now for weeks and weeks and then by myself because everybody else plays a different game. Like, I can't do that anymore. Like, I lose interest.
Who's asking you to, man?
Nobody else play. Yeah, so
you can play what you want.
I'm saying, I know, and I get that, but for me, I don't get enjoyment out of it as much as I play with my friends. You know, like I play with, like, you can give me a 10 out of 10 game.
Right, I'm right there with you, Pascal.
But I don't enjoy it as much as playing like a shitty game. Like, let's take the shittiest COD, for example. I enjoy that the hours more playing that with you guys than playing a 10 out of 10 game by myself, for example.
Yeah,
it's just what it is.
That's why I have a hard time. That's why I have a hard time playing any solo game too. I miss the socialization aspect of it. I can.
And then Wes makes fun of me. Like, why you always go? God damn, guys, you already switched like 10 games while I play this one game. It's like, that's why. I get.
Hell, if you want to get into that, you used to do that shit while we were playing games together. We'd be playing like Call of Duty or something, and he'd be like, "Oh, fuck this Call of Duty! I fucking hate this shit." And he switched to Battlefield while we're still playing a damn game. Next thing you know, he's on FIFA, and we're like, "Oh, well, we were gonna play Battlefield with you, but I guess not."
Battlefield is more fun.
I used to get butthurt back in the day with Wes, man. I'd be playing some COD or some Halo, and I'm like, "Wes, man, come join us." Man, I'm playing Madden. Yeah, I thought about changing my streaming thing from like, instead of being like a single game streamer or a variety streamer, which I consider myself, I'm going to consider myself a social streamer. I'm just going to stream when my friends want to play with me.
Okay. I think streaming does a good job of splitting it up. I think if I committed to streaming, it'd be way easier to have the social aspect there while I played solo games.
I just go ahead.
I was just saying, you're still there, you're interacting with people at the same time, and that's what I enjoy doing. And I'm still getting through some of the bigger story games.
I mean, I could hop on. I'm playing a solo game now. If it's like really, really story, intensive, I'm probably not going to want to chat with somebody while I'm doing it. But if I'm playing a single player game and I hopped into Xbox Live Party with one of you all, I get the same immersion. I get the same interaction chatting with you all while you're playing whatever you play, and I'm playing whatever I play than I do if we're playing the same game. And I just can't stand a lot of games like you do the same thing over and over and over again. How many times we're gonna play Nuketown, how many times we're gonna play Falafel or whatever. every day.
The
map. I don't know. The Call of Duty maps, the battlefields. It's after a while, it's all the same, and I've got this ridiculous backlog of games that I want to get through. So that's why I don't play a lot of multiplayer stuff anymore. Well, I didn't play a lot then because I was going through my games, and then you guys got me hooked on playing Call of Duty every night for years at a time, and now I have like 200 games I have to play.
You need to just hire somebody
to that.
What's that?
You just need to hire somebody to play your games for you and just report back how they were.
No,
and you can just play multiplayer.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I enjoy my single player games. I can't win.
Tries to blame it on Nuketown. I know better.
But seriously, fuck Nuketown.
We're getting serious now. Bullshit ass Nuketown.
Hey Pascal, what else?
Yeah, I watched a little bit more Supernatural with my girlfriend. Then we watched an older movie that I never watched, but I kind of was interested in. It was what is it? Revolutionary Road, I think, with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. I guess it was okay.
That's a good movie.
I don't know if you guys ever watched it.
I've never even heard of it.
What was it?
Not bad. Revolutionary Road.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it was a bad movie by any means. The one thing, Insidious. You watched the newest Insidious, The Last Key or something?
Is that the movie with Darth Maul in it?
Sort of, yeah. The first one was, and we were big fans of the first and the second one. We didn't like the third one that much. Now the fourth one is kind of like a prequel to the first one. I mean, I don't know. Like, had his moments, a few good jump scares, but man, it's not the same anymore. And it reminds me a lot of Paranormal Activity. Like oh shit. The second one was like, oh, okay, and then it just becomes like, okay, well, this is over now. This is ridiculous. It's bad. And it was, the acting was like from the main actor was good, from actress she was pretty good, but like I would have been mad if I would have seen it in the theater. Like, no, it wasn't good. I would give that movie, if I can do the Nuggets, 4 out of 10.
Okay.
So
that's pretty shitty.
You're always welcome to do the Nuggets.
Yeah,
all the Nuggets need done around the world.
While the first one I would give an 8 out of 10. The second one would get a 6, and yeah, from then it's just like a decline. Other than that, man, guys, I've been pretty much on the low. I've been doing a little bit more music, I guess, like writing on something, but that's about it.
You want to play us a song?
I'm not talking about.
Ooh.
No, but I'm actually working on something that is not like a cover or something, so it takes a lot. Like people like a buddy of mine. I mean, Wes knows them. Zach, not our Zach, a different Zach. He's in a band, and I used to do music with them, and they're super talented and stuff. And I'm not at that level where I can produce music like that, but I make slowly progress. So I'm kind of focusing on training and becoming better, because like music producing is freaking difficult, man. I don't know, man. There's a reason you can get a degree in that, because it's no joke. So, but that's what I've been doing.
Zach's in the chat right now. He says he misses you. And
I miss you too.
And Postal Worker says memorizing maps is what keeps him from playing multiplayer games.
Rainbow Six Siege.
But yeah, so that was basically like my week. Pretty boring, nothing too exciting. But I will continue playing Battlefield, and hopefully we talk about it later, because there's so much to talk about Battlefield, my favorite franchise. So I'm super biased with that too. So, I did play the alpha though.
Okay, here we go.
How could you leave that out?
You should have led with that. Spearhead that.
I forgot to say that. So when they reopened it, I got a chance to play it for a few hours. Actually, and I hate mouse and keyboard because I suck at it, right? But damn, that game is on my top favorite list from what I've seen, it's just so good. There are a few balancing stuff, but they will work that out. But
That's okay.
from the overall gameplay,
wait until you get the
mechanics and stuff.
Wait until you get the rainbow skin for your bionic armed woman with a peg leg.
Oh, I can't wait. Actually, I can't wait because from the gameplay, I don't care about all the other stuff, the cosmetics. From just the pure gameplay and how much fun, man, I can't wait. I just can't wait. Like I was so like immersed in it, and I sucked, and I wasn't mad that I got killed. I just was like, you're like, oh man, look at this. Oh wow, what the hell? Like the whole time. I don't know. I'm highly impressed. It's
Ooh, piece of candy.
Novelty factor.
But how long how long does that last?
Well, let me rephrase this. If you from gameplay mechanics and from just the gameplay itself, if you are a longtime Battlefield fan, like I am, it will last for the whole game until the next one comes out because this is, in my eyes, a lot.
I think I heard this statement last week. Wasn't this like? Are we talking about Madden again?
I promise this is not sponsored by EA.
No, the gameplay is so much better. The gameplay is so much better than Battlefield 1. It reminds me a lot of playing a Battlefield again when Battlefield 3 came out. This wow factor where you just like, holy shit, this is awesome. Okay. And this is what I got from this. And I haven't had this with Battlefield 4 and with Battlefield 1. And this one does it to me again. So I'm not really hyped about the Battle Royale mode because I don't give a shit about Battle Royale. They can do whatever they want. I'd probably play once or twice, but I hate Battle Royale no matter what people say and how much they
I'm
love
gonna
it.
scream like a little girl when that fire is coming after me.
It will die out as a mode the same way as survival games are with DayZ.
Not anytime soon.
No, I didn't say that, but it will. I don't see.
Well, what about Team Deathmatch? Die out as a mode? Is that why Battle Royale is special now?
Apparently,
the evolution.
Well, listen, Team Deathmatch has always been there.
That's right. But what I'm saying is that not the evolution of adversarial multiplayer games, competitive team based?
Okay, let me ask you this: do you believe that if you keep Battle Royale how it is right now, do you believe we still be played as much as it is now?
What do you mean keep it as it is right now?
Well, Team Deathmatch never really changed, right? It's about killing people. They don't re-innovate Team Deathmatch really, right? It's like you kill the enemy team, right? So Battle Royale, if Battle Royale just stays the same way, like if they don't innovate it,
that's just it. Yeah, I was gonna say I think every company that releases one, Call of Duty, Epic, Bluehole, whoever, Battlefield, DICE, they'll probably have one with the next Star Wars game that comes out.
By the way, DICE is not developing the Battle Royale mode, by the way. I have to look that up who does it, but DICE confirmed that they're not doing the Battle Royale Battlefield game. So.
They upgraded Team Deathmatch.
Wait until it's their
big
mode
where you
maker.
shit some gold coins out and everybody dog tags and have to collect them.
Shut the fuck up. That was what was that? Kill confirmed.
Yeah,
I like that. No, but I think every company that comes out with a battle royale is going to iterate on, what battle royale means to them. Some people may make it where there's not a zone that crunches in. I don't know what the iterations could be, but I think everybody's going to put their own spin on it. And the ones that have the most interesting spin and the best gameplay are the ones that are going to shine through and survive. But it's a long-lasting type of game mechanic or game mode. It's so varied the way it can happen every time. I don't see it dying out for several years.
Exactly, Postal.
And I think you'll always have somewhat of a population playing any game that comes out like that, as long as it's a good game. So
the reason I said this whole was based on the whole bloating the market. Like everybody tries to get the battle royale mode right now, and I know for a fact with a different schematic though.
Where's your lettuce
games that put too much content of the same kind out, that it gets kind of bloated and people just stick with what they had before. Like, like if everybody brings up Battle Royale, like I don't know what to pick in a way. I mean, it's good and bad because people will get sick of it. Like I get sick of it. I can't stand hearing about Battle Royale in every damn game now. It's like
I'm actually in developing
FIFA has
right
a
now.
mode like that?
Yes.
No, but did you know that FIFA has a Battle Royale now in a way?
What?
It's literally, I don't know if you guys heard about. Yes, it's so.
It's called out of bounds. You run out of bounds with the ball, you get punished.
So what is this though? I'm curious.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my headset. FIFA has a kickoff. I think it's an ultimate team or something too. I don't know. Online, I don't know. It's a kickoff mode. Basically, what it is, you shoot a goal with your team. The enemy team loses one player. You shoot another goal, they lose another player. You shoot another goal, they lose another player.
How do they determine what player gets eliminated?
I think it's random.
It's like
maybe
it's like dodgeball.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't consider that a battle royale type system.
I think if you're looking for it to be, you could call it that, but I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty unique in and of itself.
It's like elimination tag or something, like they had in Forza years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, you guys
I'm
remember the Audible
actually
from Forza?
in developing right now on a battle royale mode where the circle starts small and everybody's dead, and as the circle comes out, you get life back, and as the circle gets bigger, you have to lose more and more of your weapons and your armor, and in the very end, when the circle's the biggest, you have to punch each other to death. It actually, one game is still going on for 3 days now.
Holy shit. The huge host from Rye Guy with 37 viewers. Make sure everybody say hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Caught us here on the tail end of our little podcast. Appreciate you guys coming through.
Just now getting the beginning,
right? We're in the nitty-gritty.
What's our news stories for this week, guys?
Oh man, there was that video that Sasquatch showed us. I don't know if you guys watched it for the Battlefield trailer that gave the little nugget about.
Just saying, I didn't know we had any news. So.
Oh, I had some news. I just couldn't.
Good because I don't.
Anywhere,
good because I don't. All right, Pascal. What else? What else we got besides? Now that you've. What's up, Tynell? You complete your thoughts on the Battlefield Alpha. Since we got you sidetracked.
I mean, no, that's about it. I mean, like I said, I can't wait for Battlefield 5, and I had a pretty slow week, so that's about it. Movies you got? Like I said, I want to watch the Star Wars at one point. I don't know when, but other than that, I mean, I don't know. What about you, Mr. West?
And for the record, I'm not dyeing this beard until that son of a bitch watches Star Wars. I'm not doing it.
Come on.
Not doing it. Thanks again for the host, Right Guy. Appreciate you. So just to catch you guys new up, this is the SideQuest podcast, weekly podcast where four longtime friends, me, Terry, Zach, Pesco, sit around and talk about games and movies and television and any other thing that interests us along the way. So, so it's my turn to go complete this round robin. I, this week, finished Vampyr on stream, despite Spectrum's valiant attempts to keep me offline, those sons of bitches. But yeah, I completed that game finally, and honestly, if it weren't for the time constraints and like I was saying earlier about why I don't like to play a lot of multiplayer games, because I've got so many single player games to get through, and that's just kind of spinning my wheels. I don't feel like I'm making any progress if I'm playing the same map or the same shit over and over and over again.
It's like pushing chain uphill.
I would totally play that game again and try to go a different route. That game is so good. And Pascal, I know you beat it, right? We talked about this a little bit. Pascal got a much better ending than I did. But the ending of that game was so fulfilling, I guess. Even if you get the bad ending, I guess maybe it could piss you off. But even then, I just thought the ending was really well done. A game I can't recommend enough. If you pick it up on sale, it's a no-brainer. Vampyr.
Okay.
I'm not always getting hosed by them, but yeah.
Oh, regularly
Spectrum
enough, I'd call it always.
sucks. Yeah. So, other than that, I played a little bit of Fortnite. Nothing really to speak on there. I played some Madden, and I want to talk about that.
Did you start your franchise?
I didn't. Here's the thing. Okay.
Here's the thing.
I was playing Madden Ultimate Team, and that, like, again, the shit's addictive. It's fun. Still, I haven't spent a dime on it. Let's get that out there. I haven't spent a dime on cards or anything like that. Okay. I wanted to build my team organically, like you would say. The cheap way, the non-EA way. I'm not going to pay to win. So I do that, and I've grinded for hours and hours and hours, and I got up to like a level 81 overall team. And we all know where I bought the game on Xbox and decided I didn't like it, so I returned it. They gave me a refund. Great. Just for shits and giggles, I wanted to compare and contrast because people keep asking me, since I've played Madden for like 40 years now, people keep asking me, you know, is it really worth the upgrade or is it just a roster update? And I would say no, it's not a roster update, and I think it's a good game. I think it's better than the last one, but is it worth the $60 update? And I'd say I don't really know. So I wanted to try it out and see what I thought. So I went back to 18. And I planned on playing franchise in 18, but for some reason I went straight into Ultimate Team. And when I got there, I had a 78 overall team, and I hadn't completed that many challenges from the year before. So I'm like, oh, well, there's fuck tons of content here. It's all the shit from last year that they added during the year. Thought it was 50 years now. My bad. Postal, we can't all be 50, man. Anyway, so I played through some of the new content in Ultimate Team from last year's game, and what I found will really kind of make you sick towards Ultimate Team. I played maybe 12 challenges. I got rewarded with several packs of cards to open. I opened 4 packs of cards that night that were rewards. And I think I bought 4 with the coins that I earned. And it wasn't that many coins. I ended up with like 3 93 overall players, a 92 overall, a 9 and a 90 overall out of like 5 packs that I opened. And 80s. And a couple of regular 70s players or whatever. The point is, my team went from like a 78 to an 86 overall in about 3 hours. And I didn't pay a dime for shit. That never would happen in this year's game because they want you to keep playing. So you'll pull those cards, you'll pull those packs that I got that day. You probably pull them 100 times and not get those cards that I got. But as the time goes on and as people stop playing, they want to make the content, I'm assuming, a little bit more approachable, a little bit more accessible, and keep people playing it so they make shit easy to get. So now people have played for hundreds of hours, spent countless time trading and searching the auction block, trying to get their team built up for this year's game. And I saw a guy tonight, Kookie's got a level 86 overall team. I'm pretty sure they spent money. And it's a great team. How in the hell do I go into a year-old game and get... how do I go into a year-old game and get an 86 overall team in like 4 hours? 5 hours. At the max, 4 or 5 hours. It's ridiculous. Money. And it was fun. I enjoyed the shit out of it. But why, when you see that that's the case, and you see that they basically just make it easier as time goes on, and then when next year's comes out, it's going to be a grind fest again. Like if you go play next year's Madden at this time next year, if you play this year's Madden this time next year, I guarantee you'll be able to do the same thing. But they want people grinding and spending money on those cards, and it really it made me enjoy the mode. But it also still paying back my 401k for my 86 team. Exactly, right? And, it just made me look at it and go, Jesus Christ, I can really enjoy this mode right now. I don't have to, and I don't have to kill myself to grind the cards and still get good players. I wouldn't be able to play that much online stuff against other people, but I don't really do that anyway. Why would I spend $60 to upgrade to that? Which is not the gameplay, because I think the gameplay is better, but why would I upgrade to that grind where I know that I'm getting a big ass fist up my ass? Kooky, thank you very much for the subscription, sir. I appreciate you. Mucho. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Why would I upgrade to where I know I'm getting that fist of EA up my ass when I could just play last year's game and get all kinds of good rewards from a much lower time investment? Other than that, yeah, I did play the franchise mode on last year's game and I enjoyed it just fine.
I think it's a marketing win for them. Because this is the way I look at it. Because when you started telling me this story, we talked about this on the phone before, like about 2 or 3 days ago.
Right.
And you got about 2 minutes into explaining, and I already knew where your story was going with it. And the way I feel is like a win for them is not everybody might be able to stay behind on 2018. I think you have a lot of I think you're staying back there because it's easier for you to get the cards now. But I think some people might fall for it. Like maybe your younger people might go, oh my God, look at all these cards I'm unlocking here. I could be doing this in 2019s right now.
That could be a point too. It could be just.
And now I go buy that game and oh shit, I'm in the grind and now I messed up.
The grind is fun. I mean, the grind is fun, but it's fucking real. And so when I went back a year and played 18 and I just started getting 85 and up and 90 cards, just like making it rain. It was just falling all over me. And I'm just like, why the hell would I go play that? There's no reward. Except for, unless you want to give out your 401k. So cash out your 401k, get you a good team, and then deal with the lag online. But yeah, so it's a good game. Is it worth $60? Hell yeah. Is it worth $60 if you had last year's game? I really couldn't say. It's up to you. I used to be the guy buy Madden every year no matter what.
Just used to be? Wait, hold on.
Well, no, I'm just saying I'm not feeling dropping another 60 on it right now.
I'll have you know,
another 60.
Me and Nugget were sitting down to play, and I saw on Discord that you were playing on the Xbox, and I go, he bought it again.
It was last year's game.
And then, yeah, Nugget was like, oh no, that's 18. I'm like, ooh, almost made myself.
Wes and I have discussed this as well, though. I said, you still got your 1 month left on PC. So
I got like 10. I've got like 10 days left.
Well, I'm sorry. I just meant you bought that month pass or whatever. I think once the 10 runs out, I think we'll be seeing him on the Xbox, boys.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I still think it's worth noting. Like, you got to get it out there. That grind on Ultimate Team is such bullshit when you can go back to it.
Enjoy that.
I enjoy it to an extent.
Destiny.
But I enjoy it to an extent. But if I go back and if I'm playing Destiny and I get a good shotgun, or Destiny 2 and I get a great shotgun after 400 hours of playing just to try to get that shotgun, then I'm like, man, I wonder what Destiny 1 feels like today. And I go back to Destiny 1 and I get that same equivalent shotgun in 20 minutes. Nobody wants to get fucked by an elephant like that. And that's like your reward for upgrading to the new game, is you're getting raped by a big elephant named EA.
I mean, at that level, though, couldn't you equate it to going from Destiny 1 and being totally geared out for Endgame, and you drop into Destiny 2, and now those hundreds of hours you spent getting that kick-ass gear is now worthless because now you're continuing on in the new raid?
Absolutely, 100% yes. However, if you never got geared up for those in-game things, and you were just a noob when you switched over to Destiny 2, and you were like, okay, this is fun. You played it for a week. Then you went back to Destiny 1 and you grinded for, I don't know, 2 weeks to get up to the highest level in Destiny 2. Then you went back and were like, I want to check out Destiny 1 real quick. And within a day, you were high level and had better gear than you had before. That's bull. Kooky, let's see. Postal believes me this year. See, Kooky says, I work 8 to 10 hours a day. Then after hanging out with my daughter, I really think my only option is pay to win. I wish there was another way for me, but I don't see it. Play last year's game. That's your other option.
There you go.
So I have a question about how the Ultimate Team works.
Sure.
Does it pair you up against players who have a similarly ranked team?
It depends on what mode, I guess. Kooky would probably be better to answer that. I don't do a lot of head-to-head Ultimate Team stuff. A lot of people are just doing the solo challenges. There's a ton of solo content this year and last year. I think that was one of the biggest complaints, was so many people were playing online Ultimate Team stuff, but they wanted more solo content for the people that didn't like head-to-head. The question, Kooky, was when you're going head-to-head online in Ultimate Team, does it pair you up with somebody with a similarly strength team?
Or or does it pair you up based on your win-loss record? So if you're just good enough to be a better team, do you just continue to get better players who you would just assume would have better teams because they play more? Tynell says it does.
If it's any like feed divisions, like once you're in the first division, like you play again, that is like good, and they mostly have the best card like that. If I'm mistaken, I haven't played Ultimate Team FIFA since like the game out 12, I think, or 13.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, that was my Madden thing. I started playing Batman, the Telltale series, for the second time. I made it to the into the first episode last night. I tried to play that game before, but it didn't really catch on with me, so I kind of gave up. And so I started again last night. Was actually streaming it over on Mixer, and I really liked that game. Had a good time with it, and I'm going to be playing it again tonight when we're done here. I noticed, Kooky says, most people that have play head-to-head have good cards. I haven't played any real inferior opponent. Maybe that's just me. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right, so that's it for the games this week for me. Still really short order on the games. I gotta get better. I did play a little bit more Forza 7. I still don't really like it. Just kind of sad.
Well, it's still understanding with the games though, because like, I'm not streaming anymore. Makes me laugh because I always know Wes is going to like smirk when I say stream. But like, you're streaming, so it's hard to play a game when you only stream, so many hours. So I think when you're streaming, it's got you got to understand that you're not going to get more game content unless you play a different game for like 4 hours each day.
Right. Well, I just need to stream more.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not going to sit around and play games if I'm not streaming, because what's the point? So yeah. But I watched some television shows. I committed to you guys. I told you I was going to. I watched a movie. It's not new, but today,
it doesn't have to be new.
Yeah, today actually, I sat down with my youngest son and we watched, believe it or not, we were talking about M. Night Shyamalan movies the other day. We watched Lady in the Water, and we watched The Sixth Sense. I've seen that. That was the second time I've seen that movie. It's the first time for him, and he called it. He called it in the beginning of the movie, like 20 minutes into it. Bruce Willis's character gets shot, and blah 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 blah. And I'm sorry, this movie's like 10 years old, guys. So if there's spoilers, you're gonna have to get over it. And he's just like, well, has anybody here not seen it? Pascal.
No, I've seen it, man.
Okay, so his character gets shot, and he's like, oh wow, why would you shoot him there? Well, whatever. Anyway, so 20 minutes later, we're watching it, and he's talking to the kid, and just out of nowhere, he just looks at me and goes, is he dead? And I'm like, no, you see him right there. Does he look dead to you? So he watched it. I watched it. We watched it together, and I was surprised that I, didn't have to like try to keep his attention on it. He really enjoyed it. The damn postal. He's dead. Damn it. The whole twist came, and he literally sat there and watched it, and he's like, now that was just the biggest twist ever. And I'm like, pretty much. So we watched it. It was a great movie. I don't think it holds up as good as it, like, back then when it came out. Everybody acted like it was the best movie that had ever been made. And it was really good. And the kid did a great job acting in it. Bruce Willis was kind of just Bruce Willis in it, where he whisper talks every line. But, yeah, it's not as good as I remember it being. It's still a really good movie.
Is it not as good as you remember it being because you didn't get to experience the twist again?
Probably.
I think a lot of Shyamalan movies are one-time watchers, and then you've got the twist down, so the movie's just not as good.
Which brings me to a story about Shyamalan movies. I went to a. Oh, what?
Gonna give it 7 out of 10 nuggets.
Oh, go! Yeah.
Sorry. I just gave it 7 out of 10 nuggets. Definitely a good time. Go see it if you haven't seen it, and if you have seen it, go watch it again. It's fucking great.
And it kind of doesn't matter because you just got the twist ended, so it won't be as good.
But if you've already seen it,
okay. I just wanted to go with the validity of
Donnie Wahlberg was in that movie, and it was so weird too, Bama girl, that you say that. Holy shit! When I found out Donnie Wahlberg was in that movie, I thought, hey, that dude from New Kids on the Block, my wife's favorite band ever, was in that movie. I didn't even recognize him in it. He was so fucking creepy looking. I didn't know who it was until I saw the credits roll, and I was like, what? So yeah, he was the dude that killed Bruce Willis. Standing there in his underwear. Yeah. He loves her some Donnie Wahlberg. Okay. Right in there with my wife. My wife's been to like 2 or 3 of their concerts. She came home and she's like, I touched Jordan. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, great. That's Bama's guy.
So yeah, what were you going to say? That brings you to...
Oh, I was just going back to, we went to a drive-in movie one time and we weren't watching any Shyamalama movies, but whatever movie we were in, it started to end. And I could see that there was a movie playing behind me, and I accidentally looked up in the rearview mirror, and to this day, the movie was ruined for me. It was The Village, and I was so ready for The Village. I was like so excited about it. And you know what part I looked up in the rearview mirror and saw? When they jumped over the wall and a like 1990s police car drove by, and I thought it was like based back in like the early 1800s. And they were like in the woods, and I was so pissed because it was ruined.
Yeah.
Hey, come back.
I have no idea what you're talking about because I haven't seen the movie yet.
I just ruined the plot twist.
No, you didn't. I'm going to forget whatever I heard.
Yeah, it's so long ago. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't mean that I can't try to save my spoiler. Okay. So yeah, and we talked. I didn't get to read the article that I found when we were talking earlier, Nugget, about the color red in in the color symbolism in The Sixth Sense. But you were onto something there. You mentioned that there was something red, and it like Bruce Willis wasn't able to pass through the red. He wanted to go down into his cellar, and it was always locked, and the handle was
door
red.
Handle, yeah.
Well, I found an article on screenmuse.wordpress.com, and it talked about The Sixth Sense and the use of the color red. It talks about the kid's sweater at the party that he was at being red. The balloon he had was red. There was red wrapping on the gift that Bruce Willis's wife gave to her new boyfriend. She was wearing a red shawl while he was talking to her several times. There's a lot of pictures that Cole, the little kid, drew that were on red paper. The mother that was poisoning her daughter or stepdaughter was wearing red at the funeral while everybody else was wearing black. The kid, when he went off writing all this crazy shit on his paper, it was all in red. Bruce Willis's handle on the door to the cellar that he couldn't get past was in red. The mother wears a red sweater when her son basically explains his gift to her. The tent that he made in his room to keep the ghosts out was red. The door to the church that he goes to all the time was red. And there's a big red fucking jewel in the center of the sword that the kid takes out of the stone, and the sword and the stone play at the end. I don't know exactly the meaning of all the redness in this. I should have read it before I even brought it up.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was either.
Well, they talk about it in several different aspects, but so all of these points prove the theory that red is the color of the spirit world, of ghosts trapped in limbo, their anger and frustration culminating in a fiery flash of bright color that signifies their desperation to be heard and understood. Their voices are red with bitterness, and they wear them wear red themselves. Their desire to be seen is taken to another level, thus revealing their inherent selfishness. Blah, 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 blah. But it is interesting when you look at how many things that are kind of important and you don't think about at the time when you're watching that shit is red. Anyway, watched that, and I watched the first 2 episodes ever. I don't know, we're going back like 15 years now, of Supernatural.
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations.
One of us. Pretty good. And I'm surprised Pascal didn't say anything. But
oh man, it's good. No, I'm actually interested in asking your opinion until you had season 3.
Yeah. Excuse Pascal's
satellite phone.
Yeah, he's on a mountain in Nova Scotia right now, hiking with the goats.
Yeah, it's me here. Very windy.
He said very windy. But no, man, I really like that show. What were you saying about season 3?
No, that's when I want to talk to you because the acting and the whole relationship like gets a lot more believable throughout, like towards like the season, So there's a lot of happening, like a whole new line opens in season 3. So I'm curious once you've seen season 3 so far.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I don't got you actually. I can't understand what you're saying. Supernatural, sir. So I watched the first 2 episodes, and all I could think of was it's like the 2000s version of the X-Files. It's an updated version of the X-Files for the teen, kind of for the teen crowd. Dude, it's a Monster of the Week type jam. It's good so far. I've only seen 2 episodes, so I could be wrong. True. But I took it really kind of it was very X-Filesy to me in a way, but kind of, with a little bit more spunk, I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. What are you gonna say? You don't like
Donnie Wahlberg?
You don't like the damn X-Files comparison?
Yeah, but I guess I'm further into the series. So.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I've only seen 2 episodes. So.
I can see there's just too much of a focus on a specific subset for it to be X-Files to me. Because
Gotcha.
X-Files bounced around between sci-fi stuff and just a little bit of, monster kind of stuff, but aliens, monsters, other weird human kind of things, and Supernatural does a much better, has a bigger focus on just, supernatural things.
But Yuki says, I don't know what I like more, Quantum Leap or the old Unsolved Mysteries. God, I loved Unsolved Mysteries. So... Now, like I said, I only watched the first 2 episodes, but what I saw in the first 2 episodes was basically just 2 people, which they're brothers, but they're partners, driving around the country, investigating things that, they find in papers or weird, some kind of weird publications that it's not mainstream. And, dude, it was very formulaic, like an episode of the X-Files.
Yeah, I can see that.
But that's just the first 2 episodes that I've seen. So I like it. I'm going to keep watching it. The guy in there, I think he plays Dean or Sam, I can't remember. He's in a lot of stuff. I feel like I've seen him in something that
Taller, short guy.
The older brother. I feel like I've seen him in something that I've watched a lot of, and I don't know what it is. But well, but that's it for me. That's my watching. I don't
think I've ever seen him in anything else.
Yeah, I haven't.
That's my watching for the week. So, moving to the news. What do we got? I got nothing.
I know we were going to talk about just watching the video that nobody watched, but at the end of it, it showed a flaming circle ripping down houses in Battlefield. What is this, 5 coming out? Hey, Battlefield 5. It's got
I watched the trailer.
I appreciate it, Pascal. Well. You know what? I appreciate both of you. Some people I just don't appreciate. There's a story.
I watched
of a gray beard man. But right now. It was just a quick thing. Like, are we confirming that that's the battle royale? That's what I'm curious about.
It has to be.
Yes.
And if it is terrifying because it engulfs that house and like breaks it down to its foundation.
I think it's going to be.
I don't want to be. Yeah, it needs to be. I like it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think what I think. More tension. It's a good addition to the battle royale game. I like that idea of it. I'm not sure I like it in Battlefield, but
You know what I think what they should do for this? Put in everybody's loadout, like a normal basic gun that everybody has from the beginning, and then you can find better gear throughout the map. But that and like because how many times do you spawn and you land and there's no damn guns and people you, but if you have a gun already, you can maybe fight back a little bit gunfight, or at least keep the attackers away while you find a better gun. They have the if they have the balls. If everybody starts with this,
Well, then if everybody starts with the damn gun, you need to be able to shoot from the parachute. And if somebody's too close to me, I can shoot them out of their parachute.
But that's the thing. We don't know. Do you parachute in, or do you get random spawns like
right
out of bunker? You wake up in a house or something.
You wake up in a jail cell.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls.
I mean, just imagine like when people spawn in random locations, there gets a little like intro spawn, you know, like some guy, you know, sits in a chair and gets up, and while the other one is like on a field, you know, like whatever. I don't.
No, everybody has to
We
spawn
need more
outside. Then,
information
if
for
we're going
sure.
to be fair, nobody gets cover in the very beginning. That's not
Yeah.
fair.
I mean,
I don't even think
I don't know. Like,
now.
So that was just a small little portion of one of the things that I was just putting out there. What your guys' thought was on that circle.
what did you think of the circle, real quick? What do you think of the rest of the trailer you've seen? Is it better?
The song was good.
Okay.
I saw something in the trailer that I have felt with every Battlefield game that's come out. They do a real good job of showing in-game gameplay that you almost never experience when you're actually playing with people.
Agreed.
Everything looks way more chaotic, but also way more team-based than you'll ever actually find when you're playing the game. There's tanks pushing in behind infantry and lighting things up together, and really, unless you're playing with a large organized team, you never see that sort of action, which bugs me a little bit, but I think if you're aware of that, you won't be surprised by it.
I'm watching the video right now.
I have to be a negative Nancy here, and it's going to make Pascal mad and everybody else that loves Battlefield, but from what I saw from the video, it's Battlefield.
It looks fantastic from what I've seen so far, but yeah, it's Battlefield.
It's Battlefield. I'll buy it. I like Battlefield. I've played all the Battlefields. I prefer Battlefields to any of the other major multiplayer games that are out there.
I like. Ooh.
Yep. Same here.
That is a big fucking circle of fire.
Right? Watch that house in the background when it comes up on that house.
But yeah, I do like the destructive environments. That I enjoy that.
That is a giant circle of fire, guys. That's gonna eat some
and
assholes.
You can rebuild, right? Too, like as long as it's not totally destroyed.
Not like you can fortify. You fortify.
Okay, that's we had this discussion.
You fortify on set things you can build or wherever. Like it's on.
I think Pascal just likes building games.
Minecraft.
I love Minecraft. Hey, I love playing Minecraft with you all.
We need to play some Minecraft. We used to play Minecraft all the time.
Linda wanted to play Minecraft tonight.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man.
All right, what else we got?
Diablo 3's out on the Switch or this year.
Ooh, when?
Diablo 3. They don't have a hard date yet, but later this year, I assume holiday season. They got some cool things going on with it. Like you'll be able to play 4 players on one console. Which is cool, I think. You can also link up 4 separate consoles together without an internet connection if you're in the same place and play co-op together.
Old school LAN party, bitches.
Exactly.
I just want to say coming of LAN parties.
I think Nintendo's getting their shit together, man. I like what they've. I don't have a Switch, and I haven't owned a Nintendo product. I mean, I bought a Wii, and then gave it to the kids, and my kids got a Wii U, but I haven't actually bought. I guess I bought the Wii for the whole family at first and kind of fell off, but I haven't really purchased a Nintendo product for myself in a really long time. And if I had the room, I'd probably try to grab one up. They're doing some neat stuff, and
They
they're
really are.
finally starting to nail the third party problem that Nintendo has had for a really long time.
I'll agree with that. I like what they're getting into. I'm kind of pumped. I haven't played Diablo 3 for a long time because I got kind of burned out on it. But you can play offline, which is something you can't do with the PC. So even if you have it on a laptop, which would be the only way to play it while you're on the go, the Switch is going to let you play offline. So you can just carry that sucker around and grind out some levels whenever you need to and come back into it. You're not going to have to download anything. The full game is going to be on the cartridge when you get it with both expansions, which is really cool too, because normally you have to go download it. It's going to run in 960p when it's docked and 720p handheld and maintains 60 frames per second.
Not bad.
They said they turned down a little bit of the bloom graphics and something else, but it's not a significant change from the other versions, which is super freaking cool.
I mean, it's still going to look good on that smaller display.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have, it's so much more like condensed feel of it.
They're taking out one of the major, not really major, but the story mode in the game isn't all that great. It's more about grinding out and getting end game gear. And normally you would have to play through the story mode before you get access to what they call adventure mode. And then for all the rest of your characters, you can go jump right into adventure mode. You don't have to play the story. But they're making it so you don't have to play the story at all from the get-go. You can jump right into adventure mode if you want to. That's cool. And they didn't rule out cross-platform play, but it's not going to be available at launch.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is pretty nice. They're pretty neat.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited. I might pick it up. It'll be $60. I'm not entirely sure.
That's kind of steep for a game.
2012, I believe. It is, but it's also got both expansions, which were like 20 or $30 a piece. So, I mean,
whatevers.
Yeah. There's no confirmation if you're going to need a Nintendo Switch Online.
That's a Blizzard game, right?
Yeah.
They don't cheap, so.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
I want to get into the argument of Amazon Prime and your Twitch Prime membership giving you ads.
Bastards. Yeah.
I'm a little upset with this. Like, I was excited for it, and they're trying to say it's for the streamers, but I don't get it.
Yeah, I have a question about that too. So, how much of your general streamers' revenue do they pick up from ads?
Oh. All right.
I mean,
let's let everybody know what we're talking about first. Yesterday, most of the people that have Twitch Prime got an email stating that on September 15th, Twitch was removing ad-free viewing from Twitch for Twitch Prime members. If you were
that was monthly
for monthly renewals or whatever, but if
yearly
it's not,
would end on your
October 5th, it's going to end on October 15th.
Even if really? Yearly.
Yeah, or whenever you renew the next time if you've already renewed. So something like that. Either way, within a year or much less, there's not going to be one person that has Twitch Prime that gets ad-free viewing on Twitch. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I hate it when companies give you they incentivize a product. They keep raising the price of the product. And honestly, the Twitch features are some of the best things for me. It's some of the only reasons I have Amazon Prime. I get free games. I get ad-free viewing. I get storage of, I don't know, like 15 days or something, or 60 days of my videos. Now they're taking the ads away. So that's going to give them more ad revenue. And as far as the streamers go, the only streamers that get ad revenue are partners. And partners are like 1% to 2% of the streamers on Twitch. So it will benefit them greatly. That's fine. But if you're a sub to a channel, I'm pretty sure you get
great again.
I think somebody said that if you were, I don't know if this is the case, if you're a sub to a channel, You get ad-free viewing on that channel?
Back in the original, back
On
in
that
the
channel,
beginning
yeah.
when subs came out, that was a big thing for being a sub, was you didn't have to sit there through the ads. So a lot of streamers would run ads and then do special content behind the ad wall.
So that's what they're going to say is, the streamers, the partners are getting revenue from their ads, and they're also going to see increased sub revenue because people are going to want to pay $5 a month instead of whatever the Twitch Turbo, which is another kind of subscription.
$9 a month.
Yeah, $8.99 a month.
So, maybe people will subscribe to more channels and they'll get their ad-free viewing that way. If if you only watch like one or two people, I think it's bullshit. I don't like it. I'm not happy about it, but it's fucking 30-second ads. Not that big a deal. What really pisses me off is if I'm streaming and I want to go host somebody and I'm like, okay, who the hell's on? Well, nobody I know is on. So who's this guy that's streaming this game that I might take my community over to give them a little bit of exposure and do something nice for somebody else? And I want to click on them to see if, they're not going to say anything crazy as soon as they open their mouth. It makes me go, you know what? I'm not going to host this guy. So I click on them to check out a few seconds of their stream before I go. And now I've got to sit through a Snickers ad while I'm live.
Thought of that.
And it's because, if you don't stream a lot, you're not going to think of that. But it's kind of a first world problem, I guess. It's not really that big a deal.
Can I be an asshole?
I think
be an asshole.
What about, why don't we use AdBlock in 2000? I get this whole supporting things, but the smaller streamers don't get a penny.
I don't care about the smaller streamers. People get what they're supposed to get, but I don't know if AdBlock is going to stop a video from rolling.
Yes.
It does.
Well, I usually do if I'm using Chrome, but where I switch to Firefox, I'm kind of on a fuck Chrome timeline right now. But every goddamn website I go to now is like, I see you're using an ad blocker. Turn it off or fuck you. So, that's why ad blocker.
I forgot what I was.
Some ad blocks that work.
Yeah, sometimes. I didn't know they would stop playing the videos or whatever. That's good.
Yeah, that was a big thing too back in the day. People would ask people not to use ad blocks on their channel just because they were blocking their revenue when things were first starting out on Twitch.
Revenue, I understand it, but if you like Twitch, it says it. This ad supports Twitch. Sorry. Are you supposed to support?
Well, think about it. They're offering a service, and a lot of the service, most of the service that they offer is free of charge. There are sponsored streamers that they quote unquote employ, but anybody in the world can start up a Twitch account, use their bandwidth, use their storage, use their technology. Yeah, Twitch deserves to get some money out of this. They deserve to get paid. I have no problem with that. I just don't like it when a company is removing features from a subscription service that they've already had. Pascal, you are going to have to get a better connection, dude. We can't hear a thing you're saying, really.
I'm struggling.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it out, but
no more calls from Nova Scotia, sir. Got to find a landline.
Now he's typing to us.
He's dying.
His thumbs are burning on fire.
Right.
I'm dying.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, that they're taking something away from you that you already had.
Yeah.
And I never even thought of the problem that it'll cause when you're trying to host someone else. But at that point,
just won't host anybody that I don't know.
Yeah.
Or look at it this way. Say you don't have subscribers at your channel, so they, right before you got off, just had to watch an ad at your channel, then go into somebody else's channel, and guess what happens as soon as you get there?
Another ad.
For their ad to play.
Is there a cooldown on the ads, though?
I find that
hopping around streams,
I find that my wife, when she's flipping channels on the tablet, it's pretty much as soon as she goes into somebody's room, there's an ad.
Yeah,
That's how it was in the beginning, I think, when I went to Twitch. Yeah. I felt like when I went room to room to room, it was always ad to ad to ad.
That's going to make it so much, man. It's going to be such a pain in the ass again for the lower viewers.
Right Guy says Twitch gets a large percent of everything we do. Yeah. Makes me wonder if they felt the ads thing was necessary, or are they struggling in an area we aren't aware of, just being greedy?
I don't think so. Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world.
You're welcome, Jeff. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. What do you think, Nugget?
I'm upset with it.
What other benefits do you get from Turbo?
Let me look it up.
I don't know. I'm uneducated on that.
What'd you say, Pascal?
I don't really watch Twitch. I watch you guys, but that's about it.
Gotcha. This list doesn't
subscribe. So
gotcha. This list doesn't even include how much of a baller you'll become after upgrading to Twitch Turbo for $8.99 a month. Ad-free, no pre-rolls, no mid-rolls, no companions, no display ads. All you'll see is front page takeovers. Custom emote icon set. Express yourself with an exclusive set of faces. They'll probably take that away too, because I'm pretty sure you get that with the Twitch Prime. A badge. Show everyone you're on Twitch Turbo with the new shiny chat badge. It's the little battery with the lightning on it, which we have. Extended chat colors. BTTV, thank you. We can already do that. Increased video storage. That's the other thing that they're probably going to take away next. Is we get 60 days of video storage, and that's it. Most people get like 15, but that's all. That's what you get for $8.99 a month. That's garbage.
Nah.
Yeah, so they're unsweetening, and I hope I missed. If you said something in chat, type it again, because I just.
Right Guy said, do you think this is a response to them getting live NFL games on Twitch coming? Wanting to make monies on those ads as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it is.
Probably. They're looking at a way to maximize the viewers that they already have, and they know they're going to get a big influx too.
Nah. And I didn't think about this. Not only we were just talking about having to go from page to page to page to ad to ad to ad, but what about people who are sponsored that have to run their sponsors ads during their game? So if you're not subscribed, or like you don't have Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime anymore, ad free, now you got to watch Twitch's ads and then their sponsored ads.
To be fair, I think that anybody that's watching a stream that is sponsored, say if I'm watching Professor Broman and he's being sponsored by Warframe because he is working with that company, and he says, it's a sponsored ad or a sponsored stream, and at some point, he's gonna roll an ad. I don't think the majority of the people that go in there every day and watch are really gonna give a shit that he plays an ad for a game that they're already watching him play. But every time you go in and out, every time you want to change, all right, Professor Broman's on. I go into his channel, I watch a Snickers ad. Then I watch him for 20 minutes, and I say, oh shit, King Gathalion's on. Let me go check him out real quick. I leave his room, and instead of opening up a new window, and I go watch another Snickers ad, then I watch King Gathalion for a few minutes. Then I see Rye Guy's on, and I'm like, oh shit, let me go watch Rye Guy. Now I watch another Snickers ad, and then I go back to Professor Broman and watch my second Snickers ad for him. So I don't like.
Then you finally buy a Snickers.
Then I buy a Snickers after
Turbo.
And Turbo, after Amazon has made far more money than it cost for me to buy that Snickers off of just me watching the shit over and over and over again. I don't know, man.
I was on the fence about it before we got on when we first started, and you pretty much convinced me to be against it.
I can say wholeheartedly that if for some reason, if they get rid of the storage option, the 60-day storage, I will be gone for sure from Amazon Prime.
From what I read from all the articles I read on it, though, that is the only thing that changed.
I don't watch Amazon Prime Video.
Well, yeah.
I don't watch Amazon Prime Video. I don't listen to their fucking Amazon Prime music because it sucks. I actually pay Google for that. their 2-day shipping is fine. It's great, but it's not worth $115 a year. Not what I order from them. So really, Twitch Prime is my biggest thing. And if they get rid of the storage, I'm probably, I might buy Turbo, but I guarantee you're going to have one less Amazon Prime customer. This may sound greedy, but if I made a small portion on the ads, I wouldn't be as upset about it. Yeah, no, it's true. But also the streamers, but also because the streamers would benefit from me. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I just don't want to watch an ad every time I open somebody's channel.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying.
I'm not super into that. I also would cancel my Prime. I wouldn't renew it. I don't order enough stuff off Amazon to necessitate it, and I don't care waiting the extra 4 days or whatever it is to get normal shipping. I do it because I get a free Prime membership, free sub, and I get no ads.
And then sometimes you just get lucky and it still gets there in 2 days.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Well, especially when you live in the same town as a Amazon fulfillment center.
Oh yeah.
I
give me the drones.
I thought of the ads thing the other day because having moved into the new house, McKenna's Xbox is downstairs hooked up to the TV, and I'm laying there the other night and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna throw Twitch up, and I hit the first place and I get an ad and I'm just like, whoa, I thought that they were done with ads. What the hell are these ads from? I've just had Twitch Prime so long.
Yeah. Kooky wants to star in his own commercial, then he'd be cool with it. I was like, hell yeah, let me run an ad for my channel, and yeah, it'll all be good.
What if you got to pick?
You can almost ride your bike to it. Nice, right? You got to pick what the ad was.
Different ad, yeah. So you always have to watch. Snickers.
I would be like, hey, Cheez-It, hey, Mountain Dew, hey, Rockstar. Who do you want me to? Who wants to pay me to advertise?
Who do you voodoo, bitch?
Yeah, they'll never give us that option. So, all right. Anything else?
That's all I had, guys. That's up for news, anyways.
Zach?
I'm gonna reiterate. Mandy comes out on September 14th.
Mandy, it's a crazy ass looking movie.
And I'm pretty pissed right now. Went in there to refill my water, and Belinda is on season 3 or episode 3 now of Castle Rock. So you picked a winner, Zach.
Nice. Pascal, you got anything else?
What about Battlefield 5 being behind COD in pre-order sales?
Jesus fuck, do you talk about anything besides Battlefield 5?
No.
I saw the Angry Joe video where some guy said that they were lagging behind pre-orders of Call of Duty by 85%. There's so much unanswered in that article, though, that I don't know what the context is. Is that, like he said, is that for PC? Is that for Xbox? Is that combined? Where are they getting their numbers from, too? Is that just from GameStop pre-orders? Is that from Target.com pre-orders? This person, I find it very hard to believe that they have full pre-order numbers from one entire game company. And I find it much harder to believe that he actually has their full numbers from Activision or Call of Duty side as well. Maybe if he worked for one of those people, he would have the full numbers for Battlefield or Call of Duty. Or if he worked for a retailer of some sort. Consumer magazines have reported it. Apparently. Oh, they said, I don't think they called some of their fans stupid. They kind of did. They basically said that, what was it? If you don't like it, then don't buy it, about the girls being in there. But I don't think they really have that kind of information. I really don't. He literally used the word stupid. Damn. I just don't think anybody has that kind of information, that much information to say that they're really 85% behind. I don't know.
Is it really that surprising, though? Does Battlefield ever do as well?
That's what I wanted to say. That's what I say. The install base on Call of Duty is a lot bigger than Black Ops. Is always going to be better. Like, people have such a Black Ops all the time. I don't think it's a surprise, especially with Red Dead Redemption video. But Joe got a there. Like, it's no surprise to me. It's there's always Battlefield. Always.
Yeah, I agree that Battlefield never does as well in the pre-orders, but they turn out doing okay. It's a different game. It's not as mass marketable, I guess. It takes a very I think you could take anybody who played Battlefield and they'd probably play some Call of Duty, but I don't think you could take anybody that plays Call of Duty and they'd play some Battlefield, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I don't know. I play Call of Duty and I play some Battlefield, but I like the idea of Battlefield more. I'm just terrible at it compared to Call of Duty.
Yeah. Battlefield tickles my fancy more than Call of Duty, but I think it doesn't always do the same thing. And I think Battlefield takes off way heavier during the holidays than they do for pre-orders because people get it for Christmas, which I'm sure Call of Duty happens with that too. But I don't know, man. I'm not surprised by it. I'm not deterred by it whatsoever. I don't think EA is either.
I'll play it just like I always do.
Yep.
I do think that Angry Joe had a really good point, and it's not like a fucking secret. People have been saying it for years. Broketober. Why do all these games? And it's because of the holiday rush. But
it is.
Take your big ass game and move it to a different part of the damn year. That way you don't have to compete. It would just be nice for everybody involved. I would love to see Call of Duty come out in October and Battlefield come out in April.
Yeah.
Yep. And by sale with a lot more content in it for Christmas.
Even just do something where, sorry Pascal, it's hard for me to hear when you quit talking.
Yeah, so anyway, Rye Guy says when he worked at GameStop, many COD fans were very much against Battlefield. Small sample. I'm going to go let my dog in before he drives me crazy. Small sample, but I did see that as a trend. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm just thinking it would make more sense. So say they do an April release and then they plan on a larger content update to compete with Call of Duty when it comes out around Christmas time. Just package something up and make your first big push for new content in October, right when Call of Duty comes out. So people are still looking into buying the game. And hell, I mean, I think you release it for free or close to free and you pull more people in or the same amount of people in and keep them interested in the game with new content. And then you're competing with Call of Duty, but you've already done all your sales.
Yep, totally agree. And you might get some extra sales afterwards.
Exactly.
Like during the holiday season.
But
because people are like, hey, I like the game. And the friends pick it up too. So
it could be riskier from a business standpoint. It's not as safe to do something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
But riskier in what context? Isn't it risky to launch it right next to COD and Red Dead Redemption 2 right now? Isn't that more risky?
No, I don't think it's risky, and it's just like Rye Guy says, most GameStops make significant sales. I'm assuming they pretty much stop with the significant sales of a game 2 months after they release. That's why Christmas is always that window. That's why you're seeing them 2 months before Christmas get released. I don't think it's a risk. I think you're going to put out your games every year, and the same people are going to buy them every year. And I don't know one person that's not going to buy Battlefield or Call of Duty, one or the other, because Red Dead Redemption's coming out.
No, I agree.
Well, you just said, is it a risk?
Well, but I feel like no, I get that, but I feel like from a perspective, couldn't you get doing something like, hey, let's launch in April, let's launch in August. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you get more out of it because you're not competing, so you gain more because no new games come out?
I agree. I see what you're saying, but the argument that chat is posing, and I actually agree with, is that the people that are buying the majority of the games, especially when it comes to Christmas time, they're for younger people, not exactly like us with jobs. Okay, say half the content or half the fan base of Battlefield are adults with their own jobs and they can buy whatever the fuck they want. The other half are teenagers that don't have jobs, or 10-year-olds that don't have jobs and don't have their own money. If you come out in August or July with this game, it's an afterthought when Christmas comes around. But if your game is still semi-new and semi-hot when Christmas comes around, you're probably going to guarantee to double or triple the amount of sales you would do if it came out in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's Christmas and people are looking for presents to buy. So, yeah.
Makes sense now.
And he says, let's see, Kooky says, I was writing the business plan, market releases a Christmas Day download. Oh my God. Can you think of all the gift cards, like Xbox gift cards that people get? And then they're like, bam, Battlefield just came out today. Christmas noob time. Let's see. Rye Guy says, teens without funds, that's it. Then Christmas takes care of the other games. That's exactly true. What's going on, dirty old man? Won't lie to you, when I worked at GameStop, this happened every hour of every day. What's the newest game out? I need a gift for my child and want him to have the newest stuff. There you go.
Yep.
That's why they don't put it out in April.
Okay, hey. Fair.
Makes sense. I mean, I would rather have it in April or someplace. That way I don't have to spend, $120, $180 on games in 1 month, because look at what's coming out in October. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed. What else we got? And I know there's going to be more. The wrestling games come out, the 2K wrestling game. Early October, usually NBA 2K comes out. Tomb Raider. So, yeah. I mean, it's always a packed month. I hate that.
I guess my advantage is I'm not buying Red Dead Redemption on a console, so I'm just waiting for the PC release.
Let's see if that happens.
Have fun waiting 2 years.
Have fun waiting forever. I don't think it's...
D go up mountain.
All right, guys. Any more news other than the 2 stories the Sasquatch Nuggets owes us?
I owe you
My internet is crap.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, that was all my 2 were the only 2 I really saw.
Sasquatch let us down last week, guys. He didn't come with the news of the wacky wild news of whatever, so he's got 2 stories for us tonight.
The weird and wacky news of Sasquatch Nuggets bringing to you now. So our first one was one Wes and I talked about a little earlier. I saw on Facebook. PETA has finally won. They have won.
It is the best.
What is it? The people for ethical treatment of animals. So
people eating tasty animals.
Yeah. So they have won, guys. After 2 years of fighting with Nabisco. Well, I won't say fighting. They just asked. The animals on your animal cracker box from Barnum will no longer be caged. They have saved a cardboard animal. No longer abused.
It's all about the normalization of the mistreatment of animals.
That's right. So if you
free
look
your
there,
animal
you
crackers, figuratively.
I'm looking at the picture. There's a zebra. There's an elephant, which Barnum got rid of. They didn't have them anymore before they closed. Lions, giraffe, and Harambe.
Harambe. You don't eat your dog, Kooky. They have to put these crackers in cages or they'll get away.
I feel like we got really racist right there.
Damn!
Put the crackers in cages.
Damn it, Whitey.
Blocked for offensive content.
So yeah, after. Sorry, guys.
That was good.
So yeah, it was. I guess they went to Nabisco in 2016, and they actually agreed with them. They thought they wanted to get with times, so they freed animals. Now they're roaming.
Let these poor
trees in the background, grass. They're free range. What you don't see is there's like a fence around that and a bunch of kids staring at them.
Do you guys freaking know though the shit that these animals have to go through to be made into a cracker?
It's just like
that
those
process
smashing machines that you see in junkyards. They just toss the animal in there and then it's just
and there's a box of crackers comes out. Yeah. So harmful. All right, what else in the world of the wacky and the wild?
All right, so our second one just caught my eye. I sort of dug it. I watched 2 videos that was on from the Huffington Post. So a couple of the little taglines caught me. So it says, "Is that the cavalry?" and the other one said, Florida woman, utter arrest. So it starts out with a car chase with the police, 2 women in a vehicle, crashes in a field, women jumps out, 1 woman's taken down by the police dog, 1 woman gets away. So they got a helicopter following this woman, and they're using the FLIR, I think, or flare, where you show everything's black, but you show up the heat signature of white.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're trying to direct the police to where this woman is through this field. And then next thing you know, there's like 15 cows following her through this field. And so there's like banter back and forth, like, where is she from the police? And the helicopter's like, just look for the cows. They're following her. And they're literally, they have video of it. The cows are literally following her through the field. Like, and they're lit up white and she's lit up white. It was amazing. But what just really caught my eye was just, I loved Huffington Post's little zingers there, like utter arrest. And so that was my second weird and wacky story that you never know who you're going to run into that's going to, bad boys, what you going to do? What you gonna
Can we
do
watch
when
this
the
from
cows
Inside
come for
Edition or USA Today's got like a minute 10. Let's see. God, everybody's got this out.
Yeah, as I say, Huffington Post has 52 seconds.
Well, we'll
right
go
on their
CBS
page.
News. Probably sue us, but no, I'm not.
It's huge. Thank you, CBS News, for allowing us to watch your video.
We'll go USA Today.
Screw you, CBS News.
Yeah. Hold
Excuse
on.
me.
And if you ever need technical support on wanting to watch videos during a podcast, just come here and hang out with us. You'll learn a lot.
Well, for some reason, Firefox is not behave the same way Chrome does. So, all right, here we go. This is live. Well, not live. This is footage of the chase that Nugget speaks of.
Turning right on
Live
Sipes.
action.
Southbound, Sipes
Judgment of
signal
Rick.
4. Signal 4, Sipes and Celery. Bail out. Okay, driver's bailing.
And if
still got
Pete is
passenger in the
watching, no
vehicle.
cows were hurt in the making of this video.
South and east of you,
Look at all the cows.
actually the large group of cows is following her.
They're
for
like,
a good
wait,
visual.
what's that?
Looks like they may have
Mine?
Oh shit!
That one's gonna take her down though.
Keep
He was
going
like, come
southeast.
here.
She's pretty far into the field now. If you see the large group of cows, they're literally following her and chasing her.
Come down, prisoner side.
Oh my god, the cows are ready to fuck her up.
Look at him. I think he just wants to play. He's like a big damn dog. He's like, come on.
On Celery,
there's a driveway that
cuts to the south there, might help.
And she's out too. You know she was freaking out more about cows following her through a field than anything else.
She didn't seem to care. All right, they got her. Cute. Crazy. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Follow the cow, damn it. Oh shit. All right. Well, you guys got anything else before we get out of here?
I do
That's
not.
it.
Do not. All right. Well, why don't you tell everybody what Nova Scotia come in?
That's it.
Oh, that's it. All right. All right. Well, why don't you guys tell everybody where you can be found? Take it away, TJ.
You guys can find me on Twitch, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all at Sasquatch Nugget. Xbox Live too as well.
Yeah.
You can find me on Twitch and Twitter and Mixer under Suispider, and sometimes I'm on the Xbox, and that's Blood Thrasher.
Rasher.
OG
Thrasher
baby.
Blood. Gotta reap that trim.
Trim Reaper.
Trim Reaper. That goes like you can find me in Nova Scotia. Come in.
You can find a place where the internet is bad right now. No. P42C4L and the same on Twitch. And that's about it.
Awesome. And you can find me at WestmanY2K on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, on everything. I got that shit on lockdown. Wherever I'm signed in, I'm WestmanY2K. So if you see that, that's me. Holla at your boy. We're going to get out of here. We will see you guys next Tuesday around 10:30 p.m. It was fun, guys. Bye.
Later.
Thanks for coming out. Thanks for that sub, Kookie. Thanks for the host, Rye. Talk to you guys later.
Later, loves. Miss you.
Gotta push the button.